Hey everybody, today's topic is going to be on the pros and cons of condo ownership. And in the past month or two, I've had a few of you ask me for information on purchasing a condo in the area, maybe for your college student or maybe even yourselves down the road if you decide to downsize. Probably the biggest pro that we'll start with is maintenance. A lot of people are just super busy with their job. Maybe you're starting to travel quite a bit, or maybe your health isn't even that good and you just don't have time for that maintenance, or you don't want to anymore. So you're willing to pay for that. The grounds are kept up, the lawn is cut so you don't have to do it, the pool is maintained. If your condo needs painting, that's usually included, roof repair, maybe AC repair if needed. So those are all definitely pros. Security would be the next thing. Most communities are now gated, which is really nice. And you do have a lot of people in there to go to in case you do have an issue. The next one would just be the amenities. Usually there's always a pool, almost always a clubhouse where they do have a lot of activities you could get involved in. And typically in that clubhouse there's a fitness facility, so maybe you wouldn't have your gym fees anymore if you didn't want to. And then maybe a tennis court or maybe a few other things. So all those are definitely pros of purchasing a condo. So let's move into the cons. And definitely the biggest one for a condo would be the HOA fees. And it sort of depends on where you are. If you're here in the Valley, Chandler and Gilbert may be a little less expensive. Maybe you can find one for as low as $75. Typically they run up into around $125 to $250 a month, and some of those communities do have 2 HOA fees. Tempe, I've seen them as high as $2,000, but that's not really typical. Usually they're $200 to $300 a month over there. Then the next con would definitely be privacy. It is sort of like apartment living. It's just that you own it, and usually a little bit nicer than an apartment. Usually you have a garage and all of that as well. So you may have people on both sides of you, above and below you. So do kind of check into that before you purchase the condo. See if you can get information on that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is it can be hard to sell a condo. If there's a lot of them that are vacant in the community, and they're all very similar, it could sit on the market for quite a while. But back on that HOA issue, make sure that the community does have deep pockets, that they can really fund everything if needed. During the meltdown of the economy, a lot of people weren't paying their HOA fees, which means the prices got raised for everybody else, so that all that upkeep could continue on. And some communities actually couldn't continue to maintain those things. So if even 2 or 3 people in a community of 20 condos don't pay, some of those things may not get done. So just something to think about. And so before you go out and purchase that condo, definitely weigh your pros and cons, and whether it's the right lifestyle for you. If you have any questions, give me a call at 480-788-9098, and I'll see you next time.